Oh, wait, I just realized something. Shoot! It has nothing to do- I have to resize my canvas. Well... Do I? I'm not gonna yet. I'm not gonna yet. I'm gonna keep it small for now. I need to make... I want to make a, like, visual timeline for the games. So I'll make it 1080p so I can full screen a timeline, but right now I just want to, I'm just gonna be doing assets. Hi, Bug! I hope you study so good, amazing, the best, so good that I hope you're the, I hope you pass. I hope you're the smartest in the world. That's what I hope for you. Okay, I have my YouTube stream. I don't want to monitor this. I don't want to monitor this. Because it's going to take up a lot of my streaming. Getting a text from T-Mobile. Okay, look at this. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at my hand. You can see my hand. It's a broccoli. I made a broccoli. See? You can see my drawing hand. How incredible is that? Gosh, it's so amazing. I thought that was so cool. Lita said, hey, look at this thing I'm using. I said, what the heck, Lita? That's crazy. And she was like, yeah, look how cool it is. And I was like, no forking way. And she just uses the little tablet thing down here. And she drew a little hand for that. But I said, I want the hand on screen. I want the hand on screen. And I just colored it to make it roughly the skin tone of my little guy. But isn't that so cool? That's a terrible heart. That's a better, oh god, it's not much better. There we go. And look, it's like right on the oh, it's beautiful. Eee! It makes me so happy. It's like, and I do a lot of art streams, so I feel like this really elevates the visuals. Because I don't have super crazy visuals going on. The wrist is a little weird, but can I be honest? I don't care. I might make I might add some bracelets or something, you know what I mean, to the wrist in the future. Like the actual handwritten, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. I'm thinking, what am I gonna do first? So there's gonna be, here. I need to open up my video files of this, I think, and just take screenshots. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just like simple basic stuff. I would like a Zelda, so I know what I want to be Zelda, and I'm just gonna take a screenshot from the game and kind of make it cool looking, I guess, and then I'm gonna draw other specific things. But some things I'm just going to screenshot. Here we go. Zelda at the Third Spring. She goes, Link, here you go! And like lifts her arms to the sky, and I think it's such a good moment. Your Grace, quickly, to the gate! Okay, you don't really get to see, like... I wanna, like... Okay, hold on. I wanna get, like, the perfect frame. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. I'm doing a frame by frame of Zelda from Skyward Sword. There. I might do a little trace to finish her thing. What the frick? It moved her. She's not meant to be moved. What the heck? Stay on screen. I actually could keep this one. I want her, like, holding the harp. Do you know what I'm saying? But I can't get- I'm trying to get the exact frame I want. Hold on, I'll get there. Hold on. Frick! Okay, spacebar I think is better than... I like this one. I like this. That's kind of cute. I want her to be, like, cute. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want her to look cute still. The game is like, oh my gosh. Link. Save me. And then she goes, OMG. There's also a spot at the beginning here where she looks super cute. And she's like singing her song. I wish there was a better like full body shot of Zelda. There might be in the second one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I probably should have got these screenshots before I started. Let me put the one I have already on screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Pictures, screenshots. This. That's what I'm looking at right now as Zelda. Like the representation of her on the timeline. Because I think she looks kind of like a baddie here. You know what I'm saying? Like she's all pissed off. I think that looks cool. Where's the second? Number two. Number 2, please. Here's number 2. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. She's like, OMG, wink. And he's like, OMG Zelda! Okay, like that. And then there's also this one. Which I think looks super pretty. I think she looks so pretty. Let me put it on the screen. Oops. Hold on, I'm closing folders I don't mean to close. Like this. And then there's this one, and I think that one's cute too. I can't decide. And she's like, oh shoot, I've got to go. I can't say hi to you even though I really want to say hello. I like them both. Maybe I could use both. So there's technically, well, one of them is... You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe, you know what? And maybe I will. Because there's technically 2 times Zelda goes through the portal. You know what I'm saying? There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna get... I'm just gonna erase the edges. Like, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and like erase the edges here. So I'm just gonna... Should I make it more circular? Maybe I should. Maybe I get my nice smoothing brush. I'm like shaky today. I don't know, even with the smoothing you can see a little bit of my shakiness. So like that, right? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and just erase this with the little bucket, I guess. I don't know. And there we go. The bucket's doing a much better job than I actually originally thought it would do. It's kind of... Okay. Very cool. It's okay if it's not perfect. It doesn't need to be a perfect hard edge because we're gonna kind of like blur it out. We're gonna go ahead and use a brush, or not a brush. I'm gonna go ahead and take my smudger. We're just gonna smudge it like this. Like a lot. I'm just gonna smudge it in. Like in. Make it all. You know what I'm saying? An inward smudge like this. She's all fuzzy, you know what I'm saying? This one, I gotta pick that up. Just kind of pick it up and smudge it in. And then I'll clean it up even more to make the edge even. This I want to smudge out because it's like glowing, right? So this I want to kind of smudge out. That's an out smudge. You know what I'm saying? And then this is an in smudge. Are you a outy smudge or an inny smudge? And we'll smudge out like on her dress too, I guess. And this will give it a little bit like a more of a circle shape, I suppose. This needs to be smudged in more. And then I'll kind of just like here. Just kind of erase that a little bit like that. And then make it not so. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So I'll smudge kind of out to the side first, like out and down, right? And then I'm gonna smudge it all in to make it kind of like, you know what I'm saying. Everybody understands what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I mean. And I'm not using the eraser because like I'm kind of just want to drag the color is the goal here. So this is gonna be my Zelda asset, right? For the like actually placing it on a physical timeline. Again, let's smudge this with an eraser to make it kind of harsh, a more harsh edge. Like that. And then out here like that. I think that looks good. I think I've already kind of nailed it. And then I want to go back to my regular pen eraser. And I just want to, and I don't even need to do that. I just grab an eraser. Hi, Saffron! I actually have water today. Ugh. That might be too harsh of a line. Let me do the opacity way down on this eraser and just kind of get the edge here. Howard, that is so relatable. Are you East Coast, West Coast, or a different time zone entirely? Are you continental, United States, and or North America, and or South America? I guess in North America there's just the United States and Canada. Are there any other country? I don't think there's any. Does Mexico count as North America? I think it does, right? It's like mostly North America. I don't know if it like goes down into South America. Eastern. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely late for you. I get up at like 10:45. lately, which is not good. I'm trying to get up at like 9, but I just can't fall asleep early, and it's my fault because I'm on the phone. Okay, I'm on that damn phone. But I feel like if I'm not on the phone, my brain's working too much. But then if I'm on the phone, my brain's working too much. It's just an impossible task. And I want to kind of smudge what's behind her here too. I want to get rid of these details if I can. So it's just her. 7 a.m. What were you needing to stay up till 7 a.m. for? I hardly believe anything can be important to stay up till 7 a.m. I've set an alarm for very early. And then like, you know, like 3 or 4 a.m. and then like stayed up till 6 or 7 finishing what I needed to be up at 4 or 4. But that's usually like a video upload. Hiccup. Oh, that was more than anything. There we go. What do we think? I think that looks good. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll export this as a PNG and we will name it Timeline Skyward Sword Zelda. Boop. Okay, so that one's done. We'll do this one now. Because there's 2 of her. Remember, she goes through the portal twice. So this, I can do like this Zelda. Well, this one's a little large. I need to kind of make them line up. So let me make this Zelda roughly the same size as the other Zelda. So it's like, there we go. So it's about the same size. It's not exactly the same size, but it's about the same. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she can go up a little more centered. There we go. You're back! Yeah. I could see how that would make it hard to sleep if your back is flaring up, if you have some kind of issue with your back that makes it not happy with you. Very rarely have I dealt with pain that like makes it genuinely hard to sleep in my life, but when I have, it's forkin' stinky. Usually it's like my legs that I get like really bad pain in, is my legs. Which is probably also like some symptom of my back. I don't know. The bed I'm sleeping on right now is forkin' horrific as well, and I've been telling Daniel like we need to get a better like a support for it, like a box, and we just keep not doing that. And I was like, oh, it hurts my back. Can we please fix this? I'm gonna change the background color here to darkness so I can see better how this looks. Okay, there we go. She's all glowy. Oh my gosh, she's so glowy. She's so boobiful. Hi, Sophia. You're boobiful too. And then I'm gonna have to make a Link as well. I think I might make Zelda the only one who's glowy like this, though. Or like fuzzy like this on the outside. Link I might completely outline. Turn this into an eraser. Fucking RIP, man. That's probably one of my biggest fears is, like, irreversible damage. You know what I mean? And I know that every time you hear it, people are like, well, you kind of just learn to live that way. It's like people, you know, in wheelchairs learn to live and stuff. People who lose limbs learn to live and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but I don't want to. And it's scary. Like, if I went blind, what the fuck would I do? Every talent I have involves being able to see what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, that would be scary. Oh, Sophia, you're sitting your little booty on my mouse. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. This is a pen that uses pen pressure. I usually don't use pen pressure. I used to be like, oh, but if I don't use pen pressure, it doesn't feel like a real thing I'm drawing with anymore. And it's like, well, actually, I've kind of decided that I don't like that as much. You know what I mean? I prefer the solid lines these days. I'm gonna kind of just like rub that in and then come back to these. Boink. And just kind of pull that part out and then pull this in again. With that. Wait. Let's soften the edge. There we go. See, I'm getting this is going so fast, it's easy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, certain shit that can just kill you instantly scares me so bad. Like, fucking measles is coming back. Dude, measles can kill you in 6 hours. I know I'm not like 11 years old, so I'm less likely to die in 6 hours from measles, but like it can, you know what I mean? Like that's a thing measles can do. More likely if you're like 11 years old, but you know. Still. Let's see. Maybe I can take a screenshot from Link from when I fight Demise, because I'm so forkin' cool and when you do this. And it like shows Link in his entirety. Oh my god! Is it like... Did you just like need to stretch or something? Like what was the... Like, what was your actual issue there? This is a pretty... I don't like that screenshot. I don't like that screenshot. Get rid of that screenshot. What the fuck? Get away from me. I kind of want him to just lift it. There's a part when Link lifts his sword. This is what I'm trying to screenshot. You'll see when I get it. You'll see. Well, should I make him a little bit silly, goofy? I kind of like that he's kind of a baddie here. But there are moments where he's a bit silly, goofy. Or maybe I should get him skywarding his sword. Right? Shouldn't I, you know, I should get him skywarding the sword. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna get him skywarding the sword. I think this is, what? Okay, I thought I screenshotted it wrong, but I didn't, I'm fine. Like this. And you might be thinking, oh, that's kind of a low quality screenshot, right? It was because he was tiny on the page. Okay, he was tiny on the page. And on the video, it's gonna be like this big on the full screen. So it's fine. It's fine. I want to say that sounds about right, but also I'm not a doctor, so I don't know if that sounds about right, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, that sounds about right. Like, for putting on your shoes to hospitalize you, I feel like that would be, those sound like about the right conditions for such a thing to occur. You know what I'm saying? But also I don't want to be like, oh, that sounds about right, because like, does it? How would I know? Do I know what is supposed to sound about right? No, not really. I mean, if I had to take a guess. Here, I feel like I want to put the eraser on this. And do that one. Do a little bit of that. This is one of my do I have a favorites? I do. Okay, this needs to be my favorites. Assign to favorites. So now I don't have to scroll to get my brushes anymore. Okay. And this is no pressure, okay. And to make sure I'm using the right pen. Just gonna get rid of this entirely. I'm gonna kind of round this one out before I even do anything to it, and then 25. Oh no. So then you're a little older than me now, right, Saffron? I'm assuming. Because I'm 26 at the moment. I feel so old. I'll be talking to 23-year-olds and they'll be like, oh man, I'm going through this. And I'm like, you know what? When I was your age, and I know I'm not really that much older than them, but good golly is 23 a lot different than 26. And it's truly like, it truly is a when I was your age moment. Like it's such a world of difference hanging out with people who are in their like very early 20s to being 26 and mostly talking to people who are very close to or already in their 30s. Going on 31, sounds about right. Yeah, I'm hanging out with people regularly who are about to be 40. You know what I mean? And I feel like once you get to a certain part of being adulthood, the people you are hanging around with as an adult, like you hear people who are like 19, 20, 21 being like, oh, you know, I'm an adult, and it's like, yeah, you should have adult responsibility, I feel like, by the time you're 20. Like, I'm not gonna let you off the hook like a teenager, but you're not, you shouldn't have the adult responsibilities of someone who's in their 30s. Does that make sense? Like, you shouldn't be assigned responsibilities. Versus, like, you should be responsible for your actions, I feel like. I'll make his feet just a little bit fuzzy here, too. That look good? I think that looks good. My gosh, this timeline is gonna look so magical. It's gonna be so magical. Like magic. I'm gonna kind of connect this a little bit. Smudge these together. And smudge these together. And I think that's probably fine. I don't think I should, maybe I should color this background. Again. Oop, I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, I have a fatigue issue that like as I get older only gets worse. And I used to be like I used to go to the gym every day. I was like a personal trainer and shit like that. And now I really struggle to exercise seriously more than a couple times a week because it takes absolutely fucking everything out of me for days. If I do a little too hard on exercising. So I'm trying to do like just a little bit when I can, and then mostly just walking a lot, because you can get like, you can keep your leg muscles and your back and everything in decent enough condition just walking like a couple miles a day. Although it does suck because I kind of miss being like muscle mommy status, but I do what I can. And I'm worried, I'm never gonna stop, like I have to like really work hard to walk every day, because if I turn 40 and I can't even walk, I'm gonna be pissed. I think that looks good. He's not as like forward facing in the way that the Zeldas are, but I think he looks good. Link. Yeah, that sounds really bad. That sounds like it's not fun. Walking is really important. You won't be able to walk. It's good to walk. That stinks, Saffron. I'm sorry. Should I draw Zelda in her crystal, or should I just do what I've been doing with screenshots of the game with the crystal? Because I originally thought I could draw the crystal, but I almost feel like I want to keep it consistent visually. Yeah, real and true, that is life. It stinks like poo-poo. Life does. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it consistent. I think I've decided that I'm just going to do this. This is just what I'm going to do. But I am gonna do the whole thing I did with the original. I'm gonna curve it first. Oh, me when I can't even... What? Oh my god, why is... Okay, my tablet's turned. I was like, why is my hand going off into the side like that?
It's because your thing isn't even.
I think this... Like, that's probably fair. A fair shape. Like that. something like that, roughly. Yeah? Okay. Why is it only, okay, that's like a...
Can we get an eraser that works, please?
And I'll make her a little bigger, too. I kind of want to almost follow the shape of the crystal here. With this.
Bing, 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 bing.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. This one I almost feel like I don't even need to do the whole, you know, in and out, like, glowy spot. I feel like this is just really a basic smudge like this is fine. Just gonna make it more of a nice shape. Take your med. I don't have any medicine right now. I really should though. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll go to a doctor eventually. Don't worry, I'll go to a doctor eventually. You know it's Mario Day? Frickin' Mario. Freaking Mario. Dude, they didn't do anything for the 40th anniversary of Zelda either, and low-key I'm glad because my video was supposed to come out for it, and it's going to be, and I'm being very optimistic saying the end of this month. I'm gonna have to work my ass off to get this video out at the end of this month, but I really do want it out. I think I can do it if I do shwork my ass off, but I'm going to be shworking this booty off. For sure. Wow, I'm screaming through the Zelda project. Maybe. If you want to call it that. I'm kind of... I don't know how well I'm doing at this project. Necro. I'm kind of taking a little while. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. For the Minish Cap remake, I'm waiting for the Twilight Princess port. I had to emulate it for my video, which was kind of like fine, but also, you know, you kind of wish you don't have to, because it does take extra time and effort to do such a thing. Whereas Skyward Sword, I just booted up the Nintendo Switch, bruh. Ocarina of Time, you can see my little Nintendo Switch profile in the background of that all that footage, because I wasn't gonna... I mean, I have Ocarina of Time emulated, but like it is legitimately easier just to boot up the Switch, like to run that, and to make the controls work as well. Look at that. And like the Switch is basically just like an editor that's like really an emulator rather that's just really good. Like that's just, oh what? I'm turning her. Whoa! Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. She went crazy. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Save as. Okay, export. Crystal. Yeah. But they did Wind Waker. It's not, listen, it's not hard to frackin' emulate. Like, I emulate these games all the time. It's not hard. They can do it. You know what I mean? They just don't want me to legally buy their products. I just exported this with the background being dark, I think, like an idiot. Like a dum-dums. Let's see. I did in fact like a dum-dum do that. Oop, look this way. More lawsuit money. Well, they should probably get some. They're suing right now to get their tariff costs returned, as they should. As they should. Let's see. I don't know why Nintendo does anything they do. Can I be honest? I kind of want Pokia. I don't know how to say it. I want that game. They need to pay the lawyer. Honestly, real and true. Like, you're honestly so real and true. I need... What else is going on this timeline? Okay, let me think. I need the gate, I think. I think I need the gate. Why is there a screenshot of the gate like that when I don't go through it? Why does it look like that? Oh, because I did go through it. Okay, well, I don't want that one. See, but I already have a Nintendo Switch 2 in my house because Daniel got one. Because Daniel can't afford to pay $600. But Daniel also just bought me Skyward Sword for this video and is potentially going to buy me a new office chair. So I figure if this video does well enough for me to justify spending $70, I'll buy it myself. You know what I'm saying? That's my my thing. I think hopefully this video will make me at least a couple $100. That's the hope. And if at 6 hours, I'm only gonna need like 100,000 views to make a few $100. Oop, that's not even the right fucking. Why did I name it Unlock Gate of Time when it's not the Unlock Gate of Time? Why would I name it that? Reunite with Zelda, this is what it is. Yeah, I feel like, certain games, I feel like actually, like games that are meant to be played for like a very long time, like potentially multiple years like that, I actually don't particularly mind them being like $70. But like that cost needs to be reserved for games where I wouldn't mind it, if that makes sense. Not that my sensibilities should be like the metric that Nintendo goes by. I don't know either, but like I'm assuming it is, I guess right now, pretty much. I admit, I'm just assuming. But like Animal Crossing, like I still play Animal Crossing. It's still getting like pretty major content updates years later. I think Animal Crossing on release wouldn't have been able to justify $70 because of how much was like missing from the game compared to before. But I feel like once the DLC came out for Happy Home Paradise, like I feel like, and I guess combined that like together that is over $70. But like I feel like if you make a game that can be played literally fucking forever, I don't necessarily mind it being $70. Like if it stays fresh. Not a forever game. Like Cookie Clicker shouldn't be $70 because technically it's forever. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or like something that's so like... Yes, yes. Hi, Eekty. I'm sorry? Which link does what? Yeah. See, no, yeah, I know what you're saying, Saffron. I want my game obviously to be complete, like, but also I don't know. I feel like it's really subjective. Depends on the game. Like, I don't think Mario Kart World should have been like 70, 80 bucks, but I don't think I would be particularly upset if Tears of the Kingdom was $70. Does that make sense? Just because, like, I feel like the game is worth that. Because I feel like we've gone past the time. In time. We've gone past the time of time where a game being, like, $60 or less is just because it's such a... Like, that's all it can possibly be worth. Do you know what I'm saying? Like... Games are only 40 hours and like they do this, you know, blah 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 blah. What are you know, you guys know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Factorio has never gone on sale and yet still selling copies. I didn't know that, but it must be a good game, huh? I guess. Or like popular. DLC, what are you up to today? This is what I'm up to right now. Well, I might have to take a quick 5 to feed my cats, but I'm just making assets for my videos. So I'm gonna have things go on screen, and one of them is a timeline for Skyward Sword, so I'm making the things I'm gonna put on screen to show the timeline. Let's see. Oh, extra bonus stuff? Yeah, I remember when DLCs were so seamlessly integrated into games you couldn't even tell it was a DLC. That was a time. I feel like nobody remembers that. That's how like all the Mass Effect DLC was. You could like not tell Mass Effect had DLC in it. Like unless you were told it's a DLC, or obviously you bought it yourself. But like if you just bought like the game with all the DLC included and you didn't double check, you might not even know what the DLC is. It's so seamless. Schweemwish. Let's see. I'm having about as much fun as I can. I'm working hard. I actually had this is almost completely off topic, but you guys know that TikTok makeup lady who got like everyone was really pissed off at her for saying that being an influencer is really hard because she wakes up really early and has to do like a fuck ton of meetings and still has like a 10-hour workday even though she's an influencer or whatever. And just try it for a day. And everyone was like, I work manual labor, fuck you. And it's like, okay, like, is she doing too much? Yes, she's doing too much, right? By saying that, but also, it's still a job and jobs are hard. Like, I don't know. It's like, so Daniel works 9-hour days, right? And I work like 11 to 12-hour days, and we're both on the computer, okay? But the thing is, if I want to, I can just get up and do something else for 2 hours and then go back to work. Or if I want to take 2 weeks off randomly, I'm allowed to do that. And he isn't. So like, is my job harder than his job objectively in terms of what we're doing? Not super particularly, right? Not like crazy, but like the freedom and ability you have to decide for yourself truly is what makes that difference, right? Like that's what people are talking about. They're not saying it's not difficult, but there's just too many benefits. And also like manual labor job, bro, soft hands. Soft fucking hands, you know what I mean? I used to do manual labor too, and you know what? I would see people who sit in the office all day, and I'd say, yo, you got soft fucking hands, right? Because but that's the thing. It's like, that's way easier than a manual labor job. But dude, if you work at a call center, like, your job is not that much harder than like someone who like, you know, people like, what, like a soft hands and a fat ass. Literally, that's how I would feel about office workers when I was doing manual labor, or like I worked at a dog daycare and shit. I'd be covered in dog pee by the end of the day, like most days. You know what I mean? It smells bad. I live in Florida. You ever go up and you have to open a 10-gallon bucket of freaking dog poop out in a hot, wet day in Florida? Okay, and then dump it out? That was my job. Okay, and people would be like, oh, my office job is so hard. And it's like, okay. No, but that's what I'm saying, Necro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just because I can get up and take a 2-hour break at my job doesn't mean that suddenly it's like, it's nothing compared to what Daniel does. Like, because Daniel goes to work, he gets off work, and he's done with work. But I'm doing like I literally had a problem where I had to take 2 days off and like work on another thing because I couldn't sleep properly, because I would dream about editing the video I was just editing, and I couldn't tell if I was asleep or not. Like, I literally couldn't tell if I had slept because I just couldn't stop thinking about the same thing. It was bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, neither can mine, Saffron. Don't worry. I can't do it anymore either. Why do you think I'm doing this? But the point is, it's like, the difficulty of the job depends on what you're doing, right? It depends on what you're doing. And comparably, I think, depending on your job, being like a content creator could be easier or more difficult. It depends on the content you're making. It depends on how much of a business you're running on the side, right? Like, if you're running a legitimate business along with your content, then yeah, you have a really hard, like, that's hard. Like, I don't know why that's a weird thing for people. But I will say, because, like I said earlier, the nature of the job is that you can kind of just do whatever you want with it. You're never gonna catch me on TikTok saying that my job is so fucking hard. Just try it for a day. Just try it. You could never be an influencer. Just try it for a day. You never hear me saying that. Not this one, not me. But do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a cost-benefit analysis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, listen, we're all adults here. We all know what I'm saying. We've all had a job. We know what I mean. We all understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Wait, does this look good? Do we think this looks okay? Yeah, we all agree work is poo-poo butts. I think that's fair. Ooh. pee-pee poop for real. What? How the fuck? Do you guys remember earlier when I like made it like rotate? How did I do that? How did I make it like completely rotate earlier? Do we remember when I did that? How did I do that? I don't remember how I did it. It just happened. Dookie ass butts, for real. No. I was on transform, but it like flipped like in a 3D space. I have no fucking idea how that happened. I was like here, and then instead of just doing this, it like literally like rotated. Do you know? Saffron knows what I'm talking about. Saffron was here when that happened. No. It's like I'm talking like a totally different thing. Like, I was holding a button when I did it, and I'm wondering if the button I held is what did it. Like, was I accidentally holding the wrong button? Yeah, I moved to the X-axis. How did I do that?
Excuse me, how did I do that?
Let me look this up. How to rotate axis on Quita. La 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 la. Control? Oh! That's what I want to do. I want it to look like... Yes! Yay! That looks incredible. Incredible! Skew! Yeah. Does that look cool? I think it looks sicko mode. Okay, we got ads. While we do ads, I'm going to do a quick burp. I'm gonna keep the music playing. I'm gonna go on my screen. I'm gonna feed my cats because it's dinner time. And it should only take about 2 minutes exactly. So hopefully I'll be back. Oh, I'm messing it up. Hopefully I'll be back right around the same time ads are done. I'm using my mouse. Oh my god. I know, I wish I could line it up. I wish I could line it up perfectly so both are doing ads at the same time, but I can't. But I'm trying to cater to where I have like the most people right now watching. Okay. And I'm wasting time too. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm back. Pizza sounds good. Pizza sounds yummy-licious. Wait, let me put my guy back here so when I... There we go. Pizza sounds yummy-licious. I love a good pizza. I might home make it. We've been eating out too much, so I'm gonna make dinner at home tonight. Every time, I'm always asking what's for dinner. Daniel comes home, and I go, so what's for dinner? And he goes, I don't know, I just got home. If he's working from home, it's 3 p.m. 3 p.m. and I go, what's for dinner? Oh, dude, Domino's. You can get a pizza for $10 at Domino's, like, all the time. Mellow Mushroom did this thing where you could get a $14 pizza. Oh my god, and they make good fucking pizza. I make good pizza too. I make really good pizza. I have a fucking stone pizza oven, stone fire pizza oven outside. I make great pizza. I don't know, but it takes a load. $12 Tuesday. Oh, it is Tuesday. Fuck. I might make tacos at home, guys. I might just make I might defrost some steak. I have some steak that I cut for fajita meat. I might make steak fajitas at home. I gotta eat at home. I can't be eating out at Papa Murphy's. As delicious as Papa Murphy's might be. Okay, so I did this, and now I'm gonna flip. There we go. I think that's good. I'm gonna have them go through the gate. Because the timeline starts over here. And then it goes this way. And so I want them to like go through the gate. Does this make sense? So I want to like this. I think this makes sense. But in that case, I think I kind of want to pull this in a little more. Pizza Hut, 16 inches for that's not where I live. Not where I live, they don't. It's like $20 where I live for the 16-inch pizza. This is highway fucking robbery. What the helly? Lurkin. I think I have a lurk command now. I need a PP command. Everyone's getting a PP command. Mailbox said he wanted to put in a PP command. Last night George said he wanted to put in a PP command. Everyone's got a PP command for me, except for me. Which I think is so funny. I need to add one. I'm sleeping here. Oh, I have to check my notifications for something. I'm doing like 16 things at once. Sunday, I was supposed to do my collab stream with Nikki, and I schlupped through it. Okay, sorry, I slept through it. Because earlier in the day, I did a different collab for someone's YouTube video. Where I was in their B-roll, and then, I also in that day sent out my script notifications for this video. And then I polished my timeline, and then I recorded the voiceover for the Skyward Sword explanation timeline. that I needed, and so I'd done like 6,000 things all at once, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a nap, and then I'm gonna do my collaboration with Nikki, and then I took a nap, and I did not remember. I woke up at like God knows what hour, and then like five or 6 minutes after I woke up, because it was already almost 9 o'clock, and I woke up and just kind of forgot that was what I was supposed to be waking up for, and I was already gonna be 35 minutes late, even if I woke up on time, or like I knew I had to do it. And then 10 minutes after I woke up, Nikki messaged me and she was like, "Oh, I'm ready when you are," and I said, "Nikki, I'm so sorry, but I don't think it's happening tonight." Because I forgot. I like fell asleep and forgot. Like I was like, I'm gonna have dinner and then have a nap, and then I whoopsied. I did a big whoops. But it's okay. Okay, I think this looks good. I think this looks pretty good. We can kind of thin this out. Then bring it back in a little. Feathering effect here. I'm probably doing this in like a very not effective way, but fuck it. Yeah. I just needed a nap. I used to do midday naps. Gate. Okay, so we have this PNG. Cheese and crackers. LOLXD. Sorry, I keep checking my notifications. Your one YouTube viewer is back, and you know what? I'm gonna allow that auto mod. I got coffee too. I got coffee too. Hell yeah! You inspired me for coffee. Some shark coochie board. Yeah, if I streamed more, I'd probably have more than one concurrent YouTube viewer. I mean, I do get more than one. Sometimes I usually have like up to 5. Some like on a good day, but that's because I just don't really stream here. I'm banking off the fact. Oh, and Necro did hydrate also, and I completely missed it. So I'll drink some water. I drink some water with my coffee. What was I saying? I just like completely lost my train of thought, sorry. Go to the corner and get a mocha. I like mochas. I used to be a mocha hater. And I don't love them, but like now if someone says, "Ooh, you want a mocha?" I'll be like, yes. Yes, I do. But I'm banking off the fact that eventually my YouTube videos will do good enough where people will want to see me streaming based off that. And then I'll just get more popular, maybe. Hee. Yeah, mochas kind of give me a tummy ache, like lattes and stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Give me your opinions on this. You're 100% correct, Saffron. You are 100% correct. Yeah, it's all the algorithm. It's all the algorithm, but also, I don't know. I feel like if I get like 100,000 subscribers, I feel like at least 10 to 15 people will want to watch my live streams. Like that's, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. I like to think I'm at least a little entertaining. Or at least, I would hope I am. Yeah, no, Saffron, you're right. It's the layout. YouTube is genuinely more, like, in my opinion, I prefer watching live streams on YouTube. And premium is a much better deal than Twitch premium, right? On YouTube is because you just don't get any ads. Plus, you don't get any ads on all the videos. You get the music platform and everything. And if you don't want YouTube Music, it's only $1 more than Twitch Turbo, right? So for me, like, I would never pay for Twitch Turbo. It's just not as worth it as YouTube Premium would be. You know what I'm saying? And if YouTube was a better experience for chatters and stuff, it's over. Because the YouTube membership thing is already so much, in my opinion, way back. It's 70%. It's 70% membership share right off the bat, and I get to price it how I want. So my membership right now is $3.99 for, you get the early videos, you get sneak peeks, and I'm gonna start making videos just for members. And then I'm gonna make another member tier on YouTube that's 99 cents that you don't get the extra videos, but you do get like the videos a little bit early and obviously the emotes and stuff and comments. You know what I'm saying? So and then Discord access, you get a Discord too. So I'm making that so people who don't really care about the sneak peeks, but just would be like, oh, I'd love to support a little bit, can give me 70 cents. Because again, it's 70% share. That's so good. That's amazing. I'm making the same amount of money off a YouTube member as I do a Twitch sub, and it's $2 cheaper for you. Like, come on. Yes. And I think they literally, yeah, like, you know how they have YouTube Music on technically a different, like, formatted page? If they had YouTube Live on a different formatted page, you're 100%, it would be over. They should hire us. Google needs to pay you and me, Saffron, Google needs to pay you and me $100,000 each for this idea. I think we should collaborate and pitch this to Google. Do you think it would be worth it? I'm sure it would be the same amount of money as hosting all the live streams, right? 100K a year plus royalties. Thank you. Plus royalties. That's pretty. 100K a year is not nothing to sniff at. It's not mega rich, but I'm definitely not sniffing. Okay, let's see. Before I forget what I'm doing. So I have Link, Zelda. I'm definitely need Demise. Oh my god, this coffee is hitting me. This coffee's hitting me, bruh. Most reasonable, I would say, well, it depends on where you live, because if you live somewhere where like in Miami, the rent, $4,000 is a cheap apartment in Miami, and I'm not fucking with you. I know people who live in the city, like the city. If you're getting a 3-bedroom house outside of Miami, you know what I mean? And not even the nicer places in Miami, it's still like $3,000 to $4,000 a month on average for a 3-bedroom house you're renting. So in the city, in the middle of the city, that's like a shit apartment, $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Then it becomes kind of, 100K a year becomes not as much as you think. But like North Florida, where I live, around pretty much anywhere north of Orlando, even Orlando, yeah. Anywhere north of where's that? I forget what it's called. It's a place where old people live. It's really expensive. It's not Port Orange. I forget where it is. It's a little bit above Miami. It's like 2 cities above Miami. Only went to the Panhandle, bruh. The Panhandle is basically Tennessee. The Panhandle of Florida is essentially just Tennessee. Can I say that? I might be thinking of, no, the Villages is a neighborhood, but it's the place where the villages are. But you know what I'm talking about, Necro. You're right. It's the city where the villages are in. And also the surrounding cities. There's like two or three cities in that general area, but yeah. I'm not saying it's not livable, but like, it doesn't become as cushy, is what I'm saying. You have a friend who lives in the Villages? Ain't no fucking way. I thought the Villages were 55 plus. Are the villages not 55 plus anymore? Dude. No, you can live off of it. No, I'm not saying you can't live off of it. I'm just saying, like, where I live now, and I live in a kind of expensive area. An average one bedroom is like 16 to 1800 a month, depending. For a one bedroom, that's like nice with amenities. Oh, her parents live there too. Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But like that would be good. I'd be living a very cushy life. You know what I mean? Off 100K. But if I were to live like in the middle of New York, it would be just like average. Oh, hold on, guys. Daniel's calling me. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, Lita, you just raided me. I have to take a phone call. Oh my God, hold on. He can wait. 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 Hold on. Hi, Lita. Daniel, I just got a raid from Lita on twitch.tv. You want to say hi, welcome raiders?
Oh my God, hi Raiders.
Hi, raiders.
Hello Raiders.
Hello, raiders. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What were you calling me about?
I was just gonna say,
Is this something the internet can hear?
I mean, yeah, I guess chat can hear, but I was gonna say, one that you missed
Gonna-
post, but two,
What? I can't shout out. Hold on, I'm trying to shout out Lita. Keep talking.
even though we're not gonna go to
It's my boyfriend.
that card game, me and my friends still want to play a game or two, so I'm just gonna go do that for
Okay, wait for that one.
hours. I'll be home.
Okay. Just text me when you're on the way home, okay?
Okay,
Bye.
that's good.
Okay, sorry about that. Daniel was calling. Hi, Lita. Did you finish your emotes? I'm doing assets for my Zelda video. Lita, you could tell me all about your emotes and stuff while I tell everybody. Hello, Raiders. I'm doing assets for my Zelda timeline video. I'm doing a comprehensive Zelda timeline video. It's going to be 6 hours long, roughly. Lita is going to be voice acting in the summaries because she's so talented and quabbable. Lita's the one who showed me this little hand thing I've got on screen right now. I wouldn't be doing this without her. Oh my gosh. Lita VA. Lita voice actor. You gotta upload it. One day when I have the money, Lita, I'll subscribe to you for the rest of my life. One day. One day when I can afford it. Oh, I know, Books. I apologize for hyping it for so long. I thought it would be out last month. How wrong I was. How wrong I was. Soon, TM. Hey, listen, the first hour is out already on YouTube members. I have it pinned, but that costs money, so you guys don't have to do that. You don't have to do all that. I'm trying to find Demise right now, the imprisoned, so I can make this little, like you guys saw my little things for when I do the actual timeline. I wouldn't call it perfection. I hope it's perfect. I've actually been really anxious about it. Like, I'm kind of scared it's not gonna be as good as I want it to be. RIP. I'm getting those anxieties. I've rewritten like the actual theory part, like the timeline part of the timeline, like 6 or 7 times now. You know what I mean? On Skyward Sword alone, if we're counting Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time, probably 12. And I don't know if it's just because I have so much information in my head all at once I'm trying to like frame and talk about. Do you know what I mean? Like while I'm explaining it, but when I'm listening to it back, it feels like gibberish. Like, I feel like I can't give every caveat that I could possibly need in there, and I'm afraid people are going to assume I'm forgetting or like not accounting for certain information, but then if I put everything in there, it makes no sense. So I'm like, I'm trying to say everything at the same time as I'm not saying everything. I don't know. And I think I just know too much is what I'm trying to say. I think I know too much. And it's making me hate what I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Okay, let me go. Let me start doing what I'm trying to do. So you guys are looking at nothing right now, and I'm aware of that. I'm trying to find a screenshot in my footage of Skyward Sword where Demise as the big scary monster pops up so that I can cut it like I showed you with the other things. And I think I'm finding a good scene right now. And I wish I could show you this, but it would be too much to set it up and then immediately close and then set it up again and then close again. Now you can see my hand moving around. That's part of the reason I like the hand being on screen, because you can see where my mouse is, like while I'm waiting to screenshot. You know? It's something. Like it's still like something happening. Ooh, should I have him be like goop? There's a scene where he's like coming out of goop. I don't know how else to describe it other than he's coming out of goop. Here, I'll show you. Link is like, ooh, oh my god, a monster. Just so relatable, because there is a monster. Okay, here. I'll show you, I'll show you. It's pretty good, it's pretty good goop. Here we go. I got it. There we go. See, he's coming out of the goop. See what I'm saying? I think that's a pretty decent of a thing, right? Of a ting. And we can kind of, oh, that's the wrong pen. Excuse me. Right? I think that's pretty cool. And I might do another one of him in his like true super epic form. But I also might not. I don't know. With the teeths, yeah. He's a bit chompy. He does eat you in this scene. He eats you a couple times. He goes yomp. And then Link is sitting there and he's like, what the hell? I'm using my mouse right now, ignore that. I have a bad habit of doing that. I'll use my mouse for like simple things like that, and then people will be like, you know, you're using your mouse, right? Like, are you using your mouse? And I'm like, yes, I am using my mouse. Just don't stop it. What's it to ya that I'm using my mouse? I might even, no, I think I can make him big like this. And I'll make his spiky. I'm gonna pull this in like a lot and make him real spiky. Compared to Link and Zelda. He's real spiky because he's scary. He's so scary. Oh my gosh. Isn't this so cool, the hand on the screen, by the way? I was nervous about doing the hand on the screen. I said this earlier. I was nervous about doing the hand on the screen. But I think it actually is really cool. I think it's really cool. But also because I don't have too much visually going on. Thank you, Lita. You showed me this. So it is thank you, Lita. Can I get a thank you, Lita, in chat, please? Can everybody, oh, I'm like I'm scrolling. Can everybody say thank you, Lita? I needed something else going on. I felt like it was a little boring. And I don't want like constant video files playing on my OBS. Because those sometimes pause and they get finicky. Look at this, now he's scary. Look at it, he's like exploding. The command thank you, Lita. I should do a thank you, like an @ thank you, because I tell people to say thank you a lot in chat like that. I should do a exclamation thank you and then have the command make it so you can @ somebody and it will say thank you for your wonderful contribution or something like that. Oh, what the helly? I keep scrolling on accident. I need to just lift it away from the scroll bar. Does he look spiky enough to you guys? I feel like he looks a little dark. Let's see if I can't do... properties. Layer properties and change this a little bit. Make him a little bit more... not so dark. No, I don't want to mess with my blending. Help! What's GPG? Piss? Piss? No, just pee-pee. Piss? Go piss, girl. No, it's pee-pee. It's pee-pee. That's gonna be so funny, by the way, when making everybody say pee-pee. I'm so excited. It's already extremely funny for people to read Audie is in a very serious tone for the video. I cannot wait till people are saying awi and pee-pee. Where the heck is the color thing? Nobody spoil it. I know I can find it. Don't spoil it. I know where it is. I think it's in bleh. Bleh. It's not in layer style. That's not what it is. It's like aha. Oh god, no, that's not what it is either. Help! I don't know. Are we bell pee-pee? Are we bell pee-pee? It is me. If you guys hear a random snap, by the way, that's my arm of my office chair getting pushed around by my elbow. I change it constantly. Can somebody spoil it for me? Actually, I don't remember how to open the color menu thing in Krita, so I can just change the saturation or the exposure. I really thought I did. It's like a color thing. It's not in the layer style. Maybe color overlay? What is this? No. Oh god. Help. Select? No. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Properties? It's not in properties. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh. Color range? Ugh. No. Why is this? I just want to make him not so dark. I just want to make him not so dark. What can I do? Can I cheat? Can I just do this? See, now he's washed out. Now he's washed out. It doesn't work. He's invisible, guys. He's just too invisible. I just want to make him visible again. It's actually not so bad. But it's like... Hey, oh. Colors? Color? No, I'm not drawing Mario, you wish. Freaking Mario. No, I'm too busy to do that. I'll draw Mario afterwards. Oh, also, I'm not actually technically drawing today. You guys are just listening to me suffer. Today, not today, after my video is out, I'm going to do a thing where I'm drawing all of the Zelda characters. I'll let people pick them, And it's gonna, I'm not gonna just like let everybody pick. It's gonna probably be like, one YouTube membership equals one Zelda or whatever, I don't know. But like, you know what I mean? Like I'll do that. And I'll just be drawing. I'll have like 3 that I pick. And then I'll let people like redeem them, I guess. But I think that's gonna be a really fun idea. Right? I've got like 3 subscribers. people can, there'll be at least 3 people who can claim. I think that'll be fun. Color balance? Oh, I found it. 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 Is this it? Oh. Okay, I think. Oh. I don't know. Default. Default. What if I... Wait, this isn't... Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's not changing. It's not changing. Why is it not changing? Help! Don't worry, guys. I did find it where it is. No. Did I enable cookies? I give up. I'll fix it later, guys. I'll fix this later. I'm so sorry. I've just been on this for. I'll fix it later. I'll fix this later. I'll fix this later. This is really good. This was a really good use of my time. What that was. Okay. That was it. Okay, now we'll do Demise as a full-grown guy. Okay, that was so fast and easy, okay? This is the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. Demise. Oh! Sarcasm, we got a straggler. We got a hippity-hoppity straggler. Okay, this is not what I wanted to do. Oh. It's just been a couple minutes. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to get Demise, but not looking stupid. He looks kind of dumb quite a bit. Can I say that about a video game character? He looks a little bit silly. He looks a little bit silly. And yeah, I'll say it. This guy looks kind of silly. Silly bones. Oh, come on, I'm like failing to pause at the part. Okay, hold on. How dare I? Just wait till you see him. Okay, this is good. This is good. Look how silly bones this guy looks. Okay, you can't tell me. Oops. My inner Bob was. Hello, Emperor. I wish I had an inner Bob Ross. Have you seen how talented Bob Ross is? Bob Ross has too many years of talent for me to compete with. Oh my gosh, look at this. Like that. We'll do some of that. We're kind of Zelda painting. We're mostly just taking assets for the game so I can make like a timeline. And have the characters on the timeline. I thought about drawing all the characters individually, and then I realized I was gonna need like about a dozen things, and it's only going to be on screen for about 30 seconds, so it's not, you know what I mean? For Ocarina of Time, I did do that. I did draw each of the characters. But then I also decided that, like, I want to draw the characters as a thing later that I do, so I'm trying to almost avoid drawing them now. I should make them emotes, but I don't have any more emote spaces. One day. One day. They're in my Discord, and I really want to make them YouTube member emotes as well one day. But we're not on that. That day has not come just yet. So I'm gonna pull this out first. On this side. Because it's gonna kind of erase some of his features. I'm gonna blur it outwards for that one. And then this one is kind of wide out, so I'm gonna do inwards then outwards. You guys see the vision here? I'm just gonna kind of just fuzzy a little bit like this. Just fuzzy it up. Like this. This one's real easy. I'm not really taking a lot of effort for Demise compared to what I did for Zelda, because he's not as cool as she is. She's pretty much way cooler than he'll ever be. He wishes. See, easy peasy. And then now I'll actually do like a timeline, although it's just gonna be like a literal line. Okay, just a minute. So here, I'm going to resize my canvas. I'll do 1920. So do this. You can see what it used to be. Yeah, that's literally what have I talked to you about this before? I don't know if you've heard me talk about this before. This video is a Zelda timeline. That's what I'm doing. That's the plan. Why am I not bucketing this? Bonk. Book it. Hi, Gorg! Good day, Gorg! George, are you in Ocarina of Time? I don't think so. I think you're in Twilight Princess, right? As a voice actor? Yes. So this is gonna be one of those working YouTube videos. It's gonna be long as shit. It's gonna be so long. It's so bad. But it's okay. I'll get it done. No. It's okay. It's okay. No, the Discord is other than announcements, the Discord, the chatting is actually for members only, because I wanted my YouTube membership to be desirable more than just the early videos. I wanted it to be like people who were genuinely interested, because in my Discord is 99% me talking about my work. It's not really like a chatty Discord I mean, people do chat, right? But it's like mostly just people really wanting to see me talk about my work. So I made it paid membership for Twitch and YouTube, just so it's like it maintains that level of like intention, if you know what that means, which is part of the reason I want to make a 99¢. It's not a gamer Discord. That's why part of the reason I want to make a 99¢ YouTube membership, so that people can get the Discord for that and not have to pay more for the early videos and sneak peeks and extra videos I'm doing. Like they're like, oh, I don't care about the extra content. I just want to be in the Discord or whatever. Okay, hold on. You're chatting and I'm not reading. On a YouTube short. Whoa! That was the best YouTube short on the planet Earth, Gorg. I have heard that I have a very podcaster-like cadence, which is, I was making my videos originally with like more constant visual changes, but now I've just been doing mostly like B-roll gameplay because I've heard that people really like just to listen to them as is that a straight line? That's not a straight line. Like to listen to them in that is a almost like a podcast for them. That's a straight line. Bio break. Does that mean you're gonna poo-poo in the potty, George? Is that what a bio break is? Is that pooping in the potty? PP. I need the PP. I need to make a PP command. Everybody remind me every time you see me I need to make a command until I do it. Don't actually do that. People are gonna wonder why you're doing it. Okay. No, this is a Zelda timeline video. So I'm summarizing each of the games. And well, I'm gonna have an intro that's telling you what I'm doing, obviously. So I'm turning the adult and child timeline into one timeline. So the hero died timeline is its own thing, but then there's the hero lived timeline that splits into adult and child. And I'm like, I don't think there needs to be an adult child split. Like, I think the hero died makes sense. The hero died, that's a split in the timeline. But I don't think the adult child needs to be split. I think it's easier to explain it as a split, but I think the way the universe is set up in Skyward Sword makes it so it is possible, right, for it not to have, it doesn't have to be to explain the story in a cohesive way. So I'm pretty much just going to be like, this is a unified theory, blah, 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 right? But I decided halfway through that, you know what would be so fun, because Daniel's mom watches my videos and she doesn't know what Zelda is. What would be so fun would be, if I just explained every single game in its entirety that I'm talking about. And that 30-minute summarization, yeah, she's about to learn. She's about to learn. She's about to be an expert, that's for sure. That 20 to 30-minute summarization ended up being like, oh, it would be so fun if like the major cutscenes I had people voice act, so they were like little movies, right? Like real, like, because I've seen other people's videos, and someone who does this is Pyrocynical, because he's really famous, so you guys will know who he is. He makes these videos where he summarizes the entire game, and while he's summarizing it, he'll go on little caveats where he talks about all of the different like Easter eggs and scenarios that could happen with each point in the game, right? Like each plot point in the game. It's like a full comprehensive deep dive in the whole game, right? And sometimes he has his friends do little voice lines, right, randomly throughout it. And I said, I want to do that, but better. I want to do that, but make it like really like professional sounding. So that's what I'm going to do. And then what that turned into was, okay, so I'm telling this summary, but I'm skipping so much stuff, but then I'm putting in this cutscene. Well, I need to add context for this cutscene. Okay, well, the context for this cutscene requires me to explain something else that happened in the game, and now each summary of the game is about an hour to an hour and a half long, on top of the 30 to 40 minute theory explanation following the summary. And I have 6 games I'm doing. So it's going to be a roughly 6-hour video. Yes. Hey, you know this famous guy? Yeah, that's basically what I said, Saffron. That's how I get my inspiration. I watch other people and I go, oh, I like that. I could do that, but better. And then I try to do the thing I like, but better. I'm not gonna be able to do the level of deep dive he does better than him. He has like a team of writers and he spends a year on a video and shit like that. I'm not gonna do that. But when it comes to like making a scene feel like cinematic, I think I can do that better. Well, I'm just, you know, maybe I'm full of myself, but I think I think I can. And you know what? Everyone involved is extremely talented. I know very many talented people. My friends and peers. How do I turn the grid on? Show grid. Here we go. My friends and peers are so talented. So let's do right around here. And that's 3. So 1, 2, 3. I hope this doesn't make anybody dizzy. I get nauseous when I look at striped lines too long. I get motion sick. So this is hard for me. So I'll turn it off as soon as I can, I promise. Oh, and that's a little too long though. That's fine. I actually might take this away. Or not this one, but like there's, so... Let me think. This is Demise, this is Demise being sealed into the fissure. This is Demise escaping from the fissure and fighting Hylia and all that. This is Hylia creating her plan. This is the Link, Zelda coming back and turning into a crystal. This is, oh, the whole video is spoilers. The whole video is a spoiler. This is... Girahim coming back. This is going to be the fight. So this will be 7,000 years. So then we'll go back this way. This will be the death with the Triforce. This will be Link. I'm trying to go backwards in the timeline. So this will be Link's adventures or whatever. This is going to be them being bored or whatever. I think this is good. I think that's good. And this will be the 7,000 year gap. And so I'll do like, oops. I'll do a different color, like green, like this. Is that even? 1, 2, 3. No, this is about even. 7,000 year gap. Does that make sense? I think that looks nice. Yeah. This is a little low. No, fork. I forked it up. I forked it up. Okay, hold on. I can fix this. Don't worry about it. I can fix this. There we go. Ha ha ha! Ah, ha 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 ha! Well, that one's a little up, isn't it? Oh, frick. That's perfect. Yippee! How could I do this? How could I spoil a 15-year-old game that I'm literally gonna spoil in the video? How could I do this? How could I do it? Should I make it glow? I think I'm gonna make it glow. Guys, this is gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. Wait, why isn't it glowing? Oh, because it's a different color. What about like this? Why isn't it glowing? What's happening? Am I on the wrong layer? No, I'm not! Ba-da-ding! Why isn't it doing the freaking glow? Oh, it is, it's just so small. Okay. Hold on, that just means we have to do this. Why is it? What the fork? Why is it so tiny? Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Look at that subtle glow. Oh, look at that beautiful subtle glow! And then I'm gonna bevel it. Oh, that looks fucky. Like that. Does that not look so cute? Oh, why is this up here? That's the layer. That's the layer. Don't worry about it. That's the layer being funny. Don't worry about that. They're kind of cute. What if I do this one?
What if I do this one? Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ew.
That one's kind of nice. But I also like the inner bevel. That one's more like harsh and sharp. I can change the depth too. And the size. Let's do the full depth. And let's do this. And let's see what this is like. See, I can make it like... I can change it around a little bit. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. I think it needs to be like in the middle. Like that? What do we think of that? It's kind of nice, right? Like it looks fancy. I don't know if I like this one better. Of course, that one has to be... Yeah, I don't know if I like that better than this. I might like this better and just want it to be bigger. Like that. What do we think? Because that's gonna be like on the screen and then the stuff's gonna come up above it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like a thing here and it's gonna be like a bunch of words. I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a text file. It's gonna go big on the screen. It's gonna go blah 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 blah, and then it's gonna shrink down and just fit right up here. Boink, boink, boink. You know? You know? Boink, 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 boink. All tiny. I like this. What if I add an inner glow? Oh, that's even prettier. I think that's so pretty. I like that. Okay. It's like, it's got like... I don't know why this is up here. Did I put something there? Does that need to be erased? Oh, it was something I put up there. Okay, never mind. I thought it was like just a glitch. I think it's cute. I like it. I like it. Ooh, I like it. Like this. It's nice. It's a nice little timeline. Okay. And then we'll export. And I'm basically just gonna... Okay, here's the thing. I might just erase this and then redo another one with less bullet points for Ocarina of Time because I like the layer effects I've done. Okay, let me export this as just the whole timeline. Okay. And we'll just do this. It looks so crazy, like erasing the 3D stuff. Okay. I'll go from here to here. I just realized I used the eraser, not the colors. It's fine. Okay. That's a bit big, but that's okay. More happens in Ocarina of Time. It can be bigger, or less happens rather. So we'll do the ending like this. Oh, that's I did the wrong thing. Okay. Oh my goodness. Like that. What? And then like that. Yeah. Okay. Beginning of Ocarina of Time. End of Ocarina of Time. So there needs to be a key moment in the... Here. So this is going to be... Again, it's going to be a key moment. So this is going to be everything that happens in between the time jump. Right? So this is going to be the 7-year skip right there. And then... in between the skip is... So the game starts... This is you collecting the stones. Oh, what the helly? I collected the wrong color. Is it this color? Hello? I collected the wrong color. Oh no. Oh no. I'll never be able to find it again, except for I will, because I saved it. Ha ha ha. Okay. So this is gonna be you getting the stones, and this is gonna be you... That'll be you meeting Zelda. This will be you getting the stones, and this will be you picking up the sword. Okay? Or no, this will be you picking up the sword. There's a reason for why it's here and not right next to it. Okay. And then this happens, is everything in between that, right? That makes sense. You'll understand why this makes sense when you see it. And then after, so right now I'm doing like the actual timeline, George. You know what I'm saying? This is the 7, no, you don't have to wait. So, hold on. Okay, I'm doing the timelines, right? So this is Ocarina of Time's like line for times, and I've already drawn the Link and Zelda, right? So this is the time skip. This is when the game starts. This is gonna be when you meet Zelda. This is me collecting the stones, and this is everything you do in between collecting the stones and the time skip. Because remember, when you go back in time, you do stuff before you pull the sword. So like you do the stones here, and originally you pull the sword, right? And then you go right over to here, which is going to be when you're an adult. But when you go back as an adult, you do extra stuff. So this is all everything you do before the time skip. This is the 7-year time skip. Okay. This is going to be everything you do as an adult. Well, no, because you do the temples. Okay, so then this is gonna be collecting the sages and stuff. Or the first temple. This is gonna be when you pull the sword, I suppose. Then this will be like the sages, and then I know. And then this will be Ganondorf, and that's the end of the game. Because it has to be like key moments, right? So it's gonna be okay. So this okay. So bear with me. Okay. So listen to this. So start here. Zelda. Okay, Zelda. Stones. This makes sense, right? As Kid Link. Okay, this is the 7 years. This is 7 year. You can, that's an E, I promise. 7 year. So this is everything you do in between, right? Because remember, when you pull the stones, you originally go right over here to, you know, you wake up as an adult, right? That's what happens when you play Ocarina of Time. But then you go back in time. Let's do wake up. I should do a smaller pen size. Wake up. So when you wake up, you go back in time to do shit and change the past before you pull the sword. So you put the stones in place, right? And then you just go do other shit before you pull it. Does that make sense? Because you're transferring your consciousness back to when you were a kid, right? Which is before this time skip. Which is before this. Like, the 7 years have to happen no matter what, or else you can't go back. Does this make sense to anybody? Am I making sense to anybody? Because you have to go back in time to do this stuff, right? So this is wake up. Okay, this is get sages. This is Ganon, and this is end. This is when you go back to the start, right? Yes, exactly. The downfall of Hyrule has to happen. It has to happen, or else you don't wake up as an adult and do the sages. So, like, you're going back in time to change stuff here. You're going back in time to change stuff here. And this is all canonically between the point you do the stones and pull the sword. Because it has to be. Does this make sense? Because I know when you go back and forth in the game, it feels like it's all happening in one linear timeline, but it's not. Who made the Song of Storms? That's one of my favorite parts of this timeline, because I hate it because it's just a regular paradox. Like, it's just a regular paradox. And Skyward Sword, and this is it, spoiler alert for my video. There's only one plot hole in Skyward Sword's time loop, technically 2 plot holes, which is technically like 16 plot holes. Everything to do with Lanayru in Skyward Sword is a plot hole. Everything, literally everything, and I'm not even kidding. So that's like just a gameplay mechanic. Like the time stones, that's just a gameplay mechanic, right? Yeah, nobody made it. Nobody made it. That's the thing. Nobody made the Song of Storms. We don't know where it originally came from. That's the thing. But anyway, no, like everything with Lanayru is a paradox. It doesn't make any sense. It's whatever. It's a broken loop. But everything that has to do with Zelda is a perfect closed loop, right? Everything she eventually does is affecting the present from the very first time you drop down in the game, right? So everything to do with Zelda going to sleep, waking up, blah, 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 demise, that's a perfect... It's probably Ashika wrote it, or Sharp. Yeah, you're probably right. Actually, the Sharp brothers, that would make perfect sense. That's my headcanon now. That's the headcanon. Because they made the Sun song, right? So whatever. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. Well, it just makes it rain, and then the storm makes a windmill drain the well. What was I saying? Okay. The Master Sword in Skyward Sword is a genuine plot hole. Like a genuine, real plot hole. Because, and hold on, let me export this real quick. And you guys are gonna understand why this video. Oh fuck, excuse me. Why this video is driving me fucking crazy. Cookie crazy. Okay. And let me give a background to this too. Okay. Let me try to make this like... Oh, well. That's pretty good. You can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? Okay. So, in Skyward Sword, okay, you wake up or whatever, the hero is born, okay? This is the start of the game. Oh, my pen size is too thick again. Start, right? Game starts. And then you make the sword, okay? And then you go back and you kill the mice. Okay? And then you place the sword. Okay? Okay. and then you go back to future. Go to, or the present. Okay, whatever. Pretend that says the word present. Okay, so this is how it happens in game, right? This is how it happens in game. This is not how it happens real time. How it happens real time is you kill Demise. Okay? Then you place the sword. Then you make the sword. Okay? And then you go to the past. You seal him, you kill him with the sword and then seal his consciousness. You kill his physical body and then you seal his brains away. Whatever. That's semantics. Semantics. Semantics! I'm going crazy! Okay, but look, watch. So, you understand how place sword and then make sword, because you're doing time travel, this happens before this, okay? So when you walk into the sealed temple, there should be a pedestal there, a gold-plated pedestal with the bird, the Zelda bird on it, okay? With this fucking master sword in the pedestal. It should be there, right? That should be in the sealed temple when you walk in as Link. Here, I'm going to do a little Link here. Let me do a little Link here. He's winking, I guess. Look at this dude. He's like, oh, I got my hands on my hips. He's sassy. Link in Ocarina of Time is pretty sassy. If you guys didn't know, he always puts his hands on his hips. He's got the little bottom of his dress, but he's also wearing pants. There we go. That's Link. Ignore how funny he looks. It's accurate, okay, I promise. It's just funny looking. So, okay, so this is him. When you go in to see, you should see this with your eyes. You should go, oh my god, it's the Master Sword. And then you're gonna ask Impa, who's an old lady, and she's also got a funny hat that's like a cloak. And she's gonna be there as an old lady, and she's sitting down, crisscross applesauce, as an old lady, and she's gonna have to say, no. 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 You can't have that. She's gonna say, no, you can't have that. Okay? Thank you, Bug. I'm the realest of the real. No, you can't. You can't. And then you as Link, this is you, right? You're playing Zelda. You're like, why? You go, why? Because I'm the hero. I'm the hero. Why can't I have that? And then Impa is gonna have to go, because I say so. Okay? And so there's three options. Option one, we're pissed off. We're peeing. Because we're so PMO, okay? From what just happened, okay? Two, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We're pissed off. We're peeing. We're PMO'd. Two, she has to spoil the time travel. She has to spoil it. I said spoit TTs. She's gonna spoit the time travel. Because again, this is how it looks in game, but, this one is how it looks in game, but this is what really happens. This happens before this, okay? So this happens, then this happens, right? So up here, this is in opposite order for us visually, because the time travel is like a fucking plot twist. It's like a, oh my god, is it this game is about time travel? That's crazy, right? You're not supposed to think it. Okay? Or three, she has to make an excuse. She has to make an excuse that is satisfying to the player, okay? Now, if you were Nintendo, and these were the three options to you showing the Master Sword, okay? You know what you would do if you were Nintendo and you wanted to write a really good story with a really good plot twist? You would take away the Master Sword and pretend it's not supposed to be there. You would create a plot hole. Let me do a little black hole. This is a black hole. It looks like a butthole, but it's not. It's a black hole. It's a plot hole. I'm trying to draw a black hole to represent a plot hole. And it looks like a butthole. This is a... Literally, as I was saying, Saffron, this is that they're gonna put a donut. It actually looks like a sprinkled strawberry sprinkled donut more than it does a butthole. Now that I think about it. Anyway, they're gonna put a plot hole, like a donut hole, right here. Okay, because it makes for a better story to not have to address these things. Does this make sense? So well, I'm gonna have to just say, oh, it's because gameplay. I spent 20 fucking minutes explaining this bullshit. The plot booty hole. Do you guys understand why I'm going crazy writing this video? Do you guys understand why this video is driving me fucking crazy? Because I know, there's gonna be some dude, okay? Let's draw a little dude. I'm just filling up this page. This looks like nonsense. This looks like a game of house. This is a dude, okay? This is a dude, okay? And he's gonna be on his laptop, okay? In his little stupid gamer chair. With the gamer wings, okay, which I have too. No judge. I have gamer wings too. He's gonna be a stupid gamer chair, okay, on his freaking little desk, and his dumb laptop. And he's gonna be watching my video, okay, and he's gonna get mad, and he's gonna type his little typing fingers, okay, because he's gonna hear me say that this is a plot hole for narrative reasons, okay. For story reasons, so it's a satisfying story, and he's gonna get he's gonna type on his little laptop, and he's gonna be fucking mad at me. Okay, he's gonna say fuck you because I didn't properly address this, okay, and I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. This should be obvious. Okay, this should be obvious. But because this exists, and I'm not taking the extra time out of my day, okay, to justify this, people are gonna disregard the whole 6-hour video, and I know it, and I know it. Did my music stop while I was yelling? It did. My music did stop while I was yelling. Sorry about that. How long have we been sitting in silence? How long have we been sitting in this silence? Long enough. Sorry about that. That guy's, this gets me so heated though. Do you understand my issue? And why this video has to be 6 hours? Because of this dude right here. This dude right here. This is the reason. It's this guy's fault. Yeah. Well, I think at least it was an educational rant. I hope everybody feels educated. Oh, my coffee's cold. Explaining, yes, the psychosis of this fucking video, bro. That's a great way to put it. Explaining the psychosis of making this video. God. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And you know, and this is the worst part, is you know there's gonna be somebody who's like in my comment section who's like, it's so easy. I would have just made this plot point about this that does this and that, and then Impa would say this, and then everyone would be happy, right? And it's like, but is it so much easier for Nintendo not to do that? Yeah, my brain's goop. This is my brain here. This is my brain. This is my brain. It's all shriveled up. I got a shrivelly little brain. Those are the two hemispheres. It's my brain butt, right? Everyone's got, oh my god. Everyone's got a brain butt, you know what I mean? You can see my brain butt there. It's my brain butt. And it's all shriveled up. Like that. That's what it looks like right now. It's my brain. Here. I'm mad too. Make me mad. See, that's my nose. I'll put a nostril there. And there I am mad. And there's my brain in my head. All shriveled up in goop. And my hairline is really, my hairline's receding. This is what it's like to be me. You wouldn't last a day in my world. You wouldn't last a day as an influencer in my fucked up head. Look at the way I drew the head. Sorry, I made a weird fart noise with my mouth when I was saying that. That was so funny. You wouldn't last a day in my fucked up mind. My fucked up inner world. Why is my brain on my sinuses? Okay, this is what I look like. Okay. I think we're wrapping it up, actually. I went on a little rant there at the end, but that was the, That was the end. That was the last thing I needed to do was the timeline. We got the timeline. We've got Demise. We've got Demise. We've got Zelda in a rock. Oh! I didn't even notice this. It's fine. We've got the time gate. We've got Link. We've got Zelda again. We got Zelda the third time. And I think that's all I'm gonna need for this. Oh man. I did a little bit of a psycho rant there. Sorry everybody. I needed to get it out. You have no idea. I'm doing it to myself. I'm sitting here acting like somebody is making me do this. I could just not explain all that to people in this video. And just let it be how it is. But I know I'm gonna have like people yelling at me. And it feels, I don't know how to explain it. It feels so bad when you like spend so much time thinking about something and because you forgot to mention a tiny little detail, like someone will write off everything you said and like just straight up call you stupid. Like I had a comment on my Baldur's Gate 3 video recently where someone literally said, "This is false, and I don't like things that are false, and I think you should not have uploaded this video if you were gonna lie in it." And I responded and I said, "Well, I think it's a matter of opinion, actually." And they, dude, the number of paragraphs in response to me saying, actually, I think it's an opinion. I just don't want to be yelled at anymore. That's all. It's just, I just don't want to be yelled at anymore, that's all. I gotta live with it though. It's part of being a YouTuber. It's part of the YouTube comments. It's part of the... It's part of the it is what it is. I think. You know what I'm saying? I've got to deal with it. I get plenty of nice comments on YouTube. I get lots of really nice comments on YouTube, actually. Can I say that? A lot of people who watch my videos are very, very nice and thoughtful. But I do get some people who are very mean. I get... And so I'm overcorrecting. Yeah, exactly. You're right. My job is getting yelled at. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I think I need to stop overcorrecting. I feel like I'm gonna overcorrect at the beginning of the video to earn the viewer's trust. Okay? And then by the end of the video, I'm just gonna be saying shit. I think that's what I'll end up doing. I truly can't do this with every single thing I say. It's gonna get to a point where if I do that with every single thing I say, the video will be 12 hours long. I'm already on 80 pages. I've already written 80 pages on this video. And I'm not done. I haven't written about Wind Waker at all. Just through Twilight Princess, which is half of what I'm writing. So I'm writing a novel, essentially, is what I'm saying. Which is my choice, and I'm excited to do it, and I'm enjoying it, doing it, and I'm really, like, proud of what it's gonna be, but at the same time, I know it's gonna break my heart to sink so much effort into this and then have somebody get mad at me because, like, they didn't like what I wrote. I don't know. And they're allowed. Like, you're allowed to not like a video. You don't have to like my video just because it's really long. But just keep it to yourself. Can we keep it to ourselves? I'm sensitive. You're right, Saffron. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's just... the little rant was mostly about how the game itself, like, lends to making theories, but then there's details within the game that are, like, literally impossible to justify, and, like, you know, when you're doing a theory like this, you have to fill the plot holes, and a lot of the theory is filling the plot holes, right? But there's certain ones that just truly can't be filled. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's actually the end of the stream. I feel like maybe that's a bit of an angry note to end it on, but I don't have anything else to do or say. Watch my YouTube videos! Watch my YouTube videos, everyone, please! Please watch my YouTube videos. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe. Okay. Yeah. Real and true, Saffron. Real and true. Okay, everybody, let's take a deep breath. Now that we've gotten that out, that timeline out. Oh, I actually have a YouTube command. I forgot that I had that. Okay, that's all. That's the end of the stream. I'm so sorry for yelling at everybody, but I'm not sorry. You know who you are. You know who you are. Do I have anybody I can raid out to with whoever I have left? Let's see. Let's see. I'll raid into Kana. I haven't seen Kana in forever. I haven't raided out into Kana in forever. She's playing Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. Guys, I love Mass Effect. She's on her BRB right now. I don't know how long it'll be on BRB. Is she ending? No, she's not. It's only been an hour. We're gonna raid on her BRB. We're gonna raid on her BRB. Cause I wanna. The rant was fun, I sure hope so. I'm good at it. There's a sub one and then the not sub one. For everybody who's interested in doing a raid message. Yep. Oh my god, I just opened. Okay, she's not on BRB anymore. She's not on BRB anymore. Okay, everybody. I will see you next time. Goodbye.